Good morning, always nice to see you even on a rainy, dreary Friday morning. At least it's Friday and we have made it to the weekend. So hunker down and get ready for, I hope, a very educational and interesting 3+U. I'm thrilled to have our first guest here. Always it's a joy for us to have Dr. Rob Headrick on the show. He, of course, is a thoracic surgeon with CHI Memorial. With him is Caroline Wolf, who is the mobile coach director, is that the right
Outreach
word?
coordinator,
Outreach coordinator for the lung screening coach that y'all have. So good to see you both.
Great to be here.
So you brought some accessories with you.
Yes.
Not many people wear their socks on their knees, Dr. Headrick.
Well, we've got them on the feet too. They're all ways of, we call it socking it to lung cancer.
I like it.
Bringing awareness to our community of a problem we don't like to talk about, but how do we make it okay to talk about it? And it's the socks or the white ribbons.
But you know, it's interesting. I was having a conversation about you the other day, if your ears were burning, and I might have misquoted you, because I was saying that really, first of all, you don't mind talking about lung cancer. And I think one of the reasons you don't mind talking about it is because it doesn't have to be such a frightening thing.
Exactly. You know, part of, I think, our role as physicians and healthcare providers is to make our communities healthier. So if you look at what one disease is impacting, not smokers, but all people who have lungs, it's lung cancer. And yet we weren't really talking about it because we didn't know what to talk about, we didn't know a solution, and it's uncomfortable because of the stigma. So part of getting out and doing this and all of your all's help is to help educate our population. There is a way to avoid death with lung cancer, and it's getting screened.
Which you've known for a while, so you weren't going to wait around for someone else, which brings Caroline into the conversation.
Yes.
Isn't it amazing the passion he brings to his work to have created these mobile units to go out and screen people?
Yeah, he's our champion. Just getting the word out is really important. So it's been really, really great having him talk about lung cancer everywhere we go.
Well, you're both smart enough to know that life is what life is, and people have good intentions, but they're not going to go and drive through traffic to go and get a screening. So you're bringing the mountain to them.
Yes, even physicians don't like going to physicians. And part of it's the inconvenience and also the perceived value. So if in 10 minutes we can take the technology near you, get you on and off the bus in 10 minutes, but tell you what you're at most risk for health-wise in the next year or the next 5 years, tell you what to work on, help you stay healthier, hopefully live longer and a better quality life, that's a 10-minute visit worth doing.
So and either one of you can jump in. Caroline, I guess I'll ask you because I know you're the outreach coordinator. Yes. So if you brought the mobile coach to us here at Channel 3, and let's say that I went out, I'm not a smoker, I've never smoked, I'm a 52-year-old woman who's had some history with asthma. So if I did the screening, would I get the results instantly? I guess that's one thing.
Yeah, so we do same day or next day results. We'll
Okay.
either text you on our texting system or give you a phone call to let you know.
And what would you be looking for in my lungs? What would be warning signs for you?
The biggest thing about this scan is it's like lifting the hood of the body up. So you're going to see not just the lungs, and if they're, so again, 52, I'm 58, it's when our genetics start playing out. We're going to see what your genetics are.
Really?
How your bones are aging. We're going to see what your lungs are doing. So we're in flu season, keeping our lungs healthy is important. If there happens to be a cancer, we're more likely to find it when it's really early, simple to treat, and likely to cure. But we're also seeing the heart, the coronary arteries. What does half of Tennessee die of? Either lung cancer or heart disease. So we're seeing the two things that get us in trouble on this 22-second scan, 10-minute visit, that hopefully will position you to not only have a happier year, a healthier year, but also focus on actual things that can keep you alive.
Yeah, it's interesting. I had a lot of personal conversations. Perhaps they were out in left field, but I had them nonetheless during COVID, where you would hear story after story of people who were really negatively affected when they got COVID, who had no pre-existing conditions. And the question was, well, you have to have something. Like, they didn't know they had this pre-existing condition,
right,
and then they found it out. And I feel like this new path of learning who we are in the moment, not waiting to be sick, is the thing.
Right. Most things in health world, we wait till there's a symptom or a reason to make somebody engage in the system. But we're saying, let's be more proactive. Yesterday we were screening at Nutrition World, and the number of people who've had impact from COVID and damage to their lung tissue. Can't change that, but our focus is how do we keep you healthier? Certainly we're going to pick up on things you may not be aware of, and we're seeing the whole body, not just the lungs and the heart. You're seeing the stomach, the kidneys, the esophagus, the liver, the spleen. You're seeing all the things that don't give us those warning symptoms. It's the easiest check, but also the most informative and best value of how do you stay healthy for the next year.
I'm sure you wish you had all the answers, and even with all that you know, you don't have all the answers. But you said something that there are women, especially, but men too, I guess, who've never smoked, and yet they get lung cancer. We don't know why?
Well, we're challenging the next generation. That's why we pick a school every year, pick the next generation of kids who are bright, who have a different view of it, that are hopefully going to solve that. It's clearly a genetic link. We don't know the DNA mishap. We don't know how much influence hormones have on it. But certainly our most troubling finding is that women and women non-smokers are our fastest growing segment of the population that are getting lung cancer, and yet they're the ones who assume they can't get it because they never smoked. So part of all this awareness talking about today is just to change the stigma. It's really, if you have lungs, you can get lung cancer. Hit the age 50, let's get them screened, let's get a look inside your body and just make sure you're doing okay.
All right, Caroline, I have 2 minutes left, so it's your turn.
Yes.
Let's get them screened. How do we
Yes.
contact you, and how quickly can we get that mobile unit to different places?
So call 495-LUNG, 495-5864 is our number to our office. We have some events coming up. Tomorrow is National Lung Screening Day, so we'll be at the Hickson YMCA. We'll have Mega Lungs. It'll be a really cool event. You can walk through the lungs with kids, and there's going to be a lot of education locally and nationally. And then we have some events coming up at Alice Blue Boutique the 18th and 19th, TVFCU in Southside on the 22nd.
And if they did ever want to learn more about those events, are those available to see like a calendar of on our website?
Yes, we have a calendar on our website, mylungcare.org.
Okay. And then talk about your white ribbon that you brought.
Yeah, so we partner with the school every year for the White Ribbon Project. This year we partnered with Baylor, and they helped us paint and sign the ribbons just to bring awareness to lung cancer. And then we give these out throughout the month of November to anybody influential, primary care doctors, nurses, survivors.
I'm not always a number person, but you gave me some big ones. One, lung cancer is the number one killer.
Number one, cancer cause of death. Number one, cancer cause of death in women.
And then
half our population is dying of heart disease or cancer, and one person is dying of lung cancer every 2 hours in Tennessee.
And I have to wrap it up. 22 seconds is all you have to have for your screen.
Yes.
Love it. Thank you both so much.
Not everybody gets to change the lives of others for the better, but you can, with a career as a practical nurse.